A call for businesses to rally the government shutdown goes out in northern Arizona. Find out more.
Tired of traffic? Find out what ADOT is doing to change that.
Also, how can you help fight the flu? Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm community anchor Kara Hammer.
And I'm student anchor Kaylee George. Thanks for joining us this evening. Now, as the government shutdown continues, Tucson-based Red Feather Properties has pledged $25,000 to help keep the Grand Canyon Park open. Red Feather manager Clorinda Vale wants to encourage those businesses that rely on the tourism dollars to do the same. Now, the town of Tucson will be discussing the supporting efforts at a meeting tomorrow night. The park closure has frustrated about 18,000 people who visit the park on average a day. NAZ Today's Adrian Garola has the reaction from visitors of Northern Arizona.
Arizona has one of the most scenic landscapes in the country. However, the recent government shutdown has closed many national parks. We spoke with Don, a Flagstaff resident, who recently returned from the Grand Canyon.
And we got kicked out of there yesterday, along with many of the other volunteers and non-essential personnel, doing stuff around Flagstaff with hiking, camping, plenty of state parks.
Traffic on I-17 and Route 89A has given drivers headaches for years. This traffic hotspot will soon be a thing of the past. Reporter Cody Turk and photographer Gus Margiotta tells us what is being done to change that.
Intersection 89A, right behind me, will be drastically different in a year's time, and here's why.
We are removing these trees to clear a path for the new alignment of State Route 89A. We're going to be building 2 new roundabouts to improve traffic flow and enhance safety to the main entrance of the county park.
Dustin Krugel, Public Information Officer for ADOT, says that safety is the main goal of this project.
So now it's actually going to be extended. Drivers will have more time to gain acceleration before they get on the highway.
This project will span over the course of the next year, with tree removal going on until winter. City, county, and ADOT officials formed a tree committee which was responsible for planning and designating which trees will be cut down, shown by the markings on the trees. Dustin credits the congestion to smaller roadways which will be widened and lengthened in the coming months.
Now there's going to be a lot more distance, so it'll be a lot easier for drivers to navigate trying to get through the area.
The 89A construction will not only benefit drivers, lumber will be donated to families in need and to assist the Schultz fire flood mitigation efforts. ADOT believes all their hard work will pay off.
Coming here can be a challenge for drivers, particularly during the busy season at the county park. So we're looking to make improvements here, and this is just the first step.
For more information on this, please visit the ADOT website. With NAZ Today.
Trees will continue to be cut down until winter, but locals can expect construction to resume in the springtime. For more information on this project, it can be found at www.az.gov under the Projects tab. Well, flu season is right around the corner, and it's that time of year to go and get in your flu shots.
NAZ Today reporter Brooke Cal sat down with Kimball Babcock from the Coconino Health Center to give us more information on where to get your shots.
We're here with Kimball Babcock, the Coconino County Health Interim Director, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the flu clinic that they have going on. And I think the main question is, what's the difference between a cold and a flu?
A lot of people ask that. So think of a cold with the runny nose and the coughing and so forth, and add to that a fever and achy, feeling really nasty. It's a little different. And a lot of people think that the flu is you're throwing up, but that's not the flu at all. You know, that's a stomach problem. But the flu is just all that coughing and hacking.
And when does the flu season actually start?
Usually sometime around October, November, and could run as late as May. Very often it can start late. It's really unpredictable every year.
So people should get in there now and get their shots.
Get your flu shot right away.
And who all do you prefer should get their shots done?
Well, the most important people are the ones that are like at risk for having complications of getting the flu. So that would be children 5 and under, adults over 50, people with chronic diseases, pregnant women, those are the folks that if they get the flu, the chances of it leading into something worse are really high. But everybody should get the flu shot.
Definitely. I actually got one, and it actually didn't hurt at all.
Very good.
And how can we prevent ourselves from getting the flu?
Well, the main thing that I always say is there's five fingers on your hand, is cover your cough, wash your hands all the time that you can, stay at home if you're sick, and don't go to work saying, oh, I'll be fine, I'll just get everybody else sick. Sharing utensils for little kids, they share all kinds of things back and forth, and then get the flu shot.
Okay, and how do we get a hold of you if we do want to make an appointment?
We have a flu line that you can call. It's 928-679-7300. It's got some information on it, and you can set up an appointment that way also. But there's lots of places to get a flu shot. We're not that concerned with where you get it. You can go to your private doc, you can go to the pharmacies and so forth, but just make sure they get the flu shot.
And how much does it cost at your health clinic?
For us, it's $25 for an adult and $15 for children, but it's on a sliding scale. If there's an income problem, if you can't pay anything, we're still going to give you a flu shot.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, I would like to add that you're not just getting a flu shot for yourself. You're getting it to protect all those people around you, especially those at possible risk. If one person doesn't get the flu shot, they get sick, then the next person who didn't get the flu shot gets sick, and it just goes from there.
All right.
So do it to protect everybody else.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming in with us today. And if you want more information, you can call the number that's on your screen. And for NAZ Today, I'm Brooke Cowell.
For more information on how you can fight the flu, check out www.coconino.az.gov.
And now we're going to go ahead and switch gears a little bit into other news, but you might have seen the Phoenix Suns are in Flagstaff because of their training here up north, but there might be more to what they're doing in the community. We're going to take you live to Kyle Benedict, who's here with two representatives from the Phoenix Suns, who will tell us more.
Thank you, Kaylee. Joining me this evening is Suns Community Ambassador Stephen Hunter and broadcaster Tommy Leander.
And don't forget that guy.
And don't forget the gorilla. Thanks for being with us this evening, guys.
Great to be here.
And
Thank you.
Tom, this is an exciting time for the Phoenix Suns being back up in Flagstaff for the first time since 2004. Yep. And you guys aren't just up here for training camp. You guys are also doing some stuff in the community. Can you guys talk a little bit about those events?
You know what, Kyle, over the last couple days and today and through the scrimmage on Saturday, I think we're going to hit about 7 or 8 schools. We're talking about staying fit, NBA fit program, healthy lifestyles with some of the kids, along with Stephen Hunter and the gorilla delivering that message, and then also basketball camps, the Boys and Girls Club and the YMCA. So lots of things going on, and everything will culminate with a free public scrimmage on Saturday up at the Walk-Up Sky Dome from noon to 2, and then after that a big fan fest. And also Friday night at Buffalo Wild Wings 6 to 8, an opportunity to hang out with the likes of Stephen Hunter. I think the gorilla will be there eating some wings. So that'll be going on Friday. So tons of activities all week here in Flagstaff, and we're super excited to be here.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys are going to have a busy week while you guys are here. Yep. So, and Stephen, I know being a former player yourself, from a player standpoint, how important are these community appearances for the players? I know you won the Community Assist Award back in 2004, and what did that mean for you as a player?
Well, it meant a lot, and it means a lot to be here, especially for the fans to get to actually touch the player and, so they can kind of ask us questions about, what it's like, and just a great experience. We've been very receptive here. A lot of fans here in northern Arizona to come and see us play all the time down in Phoenix. So it's only fitting that we come up here and show our support for northern Arizona as well. So we're super excited to be here. We'll be here all week and enjoying ourselves.
And while you guys are here, Tom, what do you think the economic impact the Suns in Flagstaff will have on the city?
Well, I know we brought up 18 very hungry basketball players, so they're probably hitting all the restaurants in town, along with our community relations folks. Bananas are probably, they've been sold out at the grocery stores for the gorilla. But, we're hoping to attract a lot of fans, not only here in the community in northern Arizona, but maybe a lot of fans come up from Phoenix to watch the free open scrimmage from 12 to 2. So hopefully it'll be a great positive economic impact for the entire city.
And, just simply, why Flagstaff? I mean, you guys were here before, like I said, haven't been here since 2004, so why Flagstaff again?
Kyle, have you been to Phoenix lately? It's kind of hot. Okay, go ahead. We love the weather, I know that.
Yeah, I mean, we love the weather. We love Flagstaff. This is a family-oriented town, and we wanted to bring some excitement here with the Suns and just give back and do our best while we're here.
Yeah. And really, the city embraces the Suns. Every time we've come up, and actually, you mentioned the last time the Suns were here was '04, and Steven was on that team. That was a team that won 62 games. But every year the Suns have come up to Flagstaff. The fans have really embraced it. It's fun to go into restaurants and stores, and everybody's coming up asking for autographs from these guys, and it just shows a lot of passion for the team.
Great. Well, thanks again for joining us, guys. And don't forget, this Saturday, open scrimmage to the public at the Walk-Up Sky Dome. And stay tuned. We'll have more NAZ Today coming up.
They're not human or superheroes. We'll tell you what furry four-legged animal helps fight crime.
And see how the government shutdown did not stop war veterans from visiting the World War II monument.
Good evening, I'm Alexa Dumity. It is beautiful outside right now. Here in Flagstaff, currently 60 degrees. In Prescott, 70 degrees right now. We do have a fall storm system coming in. So what will that mean for us? Meteorologist Lee Warren tells us coming up.
Plus, I got E911 to pinpoint our house and unlimited long distance to flatten our bill. Suddenly, the phone company seems cheesy because Suddenlink just reinvented home phone and made it look easy.
Hi, I'm Lee from the Ski House in Flagstaff, Arizona, and I'd like to show you a little bit of our ski store. We've got the newest products for 2013 from Line, Armada, Rossignol, Scott, Marker, Full Tilt, and many others. If you see something on our wall and you want to try it, take part of our demo program. We have hundreds of demo skis you can try before you buy for as low as $45 a day. So come on up to Flagstaff when you're going out to the Arizona Snow Bowl, and you can be as stylish as our model Holly. She's got some of the latest helmets from Burn, Spy, Nomis, and pants from Sessions. Not just stylish, but also technical. Ski House, we got you covered, any budget.
Veterans had to move barricades in order to access the World War II memorial. Due to the current government shutdown, the memorial is closed, but one veteran was quoted saying, "They will find a way in one way or another. We might have to climb a tree or something, but it is no problem." The group included veterans from Ohio, Kansas, and Missouri. A nonprofit organization, the Honor Flight Network, sponsored the veterans to visit the memorial in honor of their service.
Well, not all Department of Public Safety officers are human. NAZ Today's Tressa Tudrick found out how man's best friend takes part in fighting crime.
This is Koss. Koss is a member of the K-9 unit for the Flagstaff Department of Public Safety. Koss was trained in the field of personal protection in the Netherlands. Officer Burns praises Koss for his experience in many areas.
Whether that's going out and biting somebody, finding somebody to bite. There's also, they trained in searching areas. If somebody was to throw a gun or throw an object into a field, he could go search that field and find that object.
On an average day, Koss spends his time with Officer Burns on the interstate looking for criminal activity.
The Flagstaff DPS provided me with some narcotics to place inside this truck to see how Koss reacts.
If Koss detects drugs, he receives the command, charges to the car, sniffs around the area, and stares point blank at where the drugs are hidden. Not all dogs can do this line of work. Burns says Koss demonstrates what it takes to do the job.
Loves to work. Like I said, he's a driven dog, so when I'm out in the morning doing my chores and he knows it, or he thinks it's a work day, he'll actually go mess around for a while and then he'll go sit by my car. So we look for high drive dogs that have that courage to go out and find somebody, confront them, and if they need to, bite that person.
Never a dull boy, Koss easily switches from work to play mode.
Koss is a great dog. He's an easy-to-use dog. He loves to work, but he has a great switch. When he can go out, he can bite somebody, and then he'll come back in my car and he'll put his paw on my shoulder to pet him more, or you know, he's just a really easy dog.
The job comes with some perks. Officer Burns and Koss have a real man's best friend relationship.
For NAZ Today with videographer Gavin Dunham, with Koss, I'm Tressa Tedrick.
Will October bring lower temperatures? Meteorologist Lee Bourne has the forecast.
And the Pirates played their first playoff game in 21 years. Find out how they did.
Modern Grove Neighborhood Eatery and Market defines the heartbeat of our local community by bringing together the food and families that call it home. Modern Grove, located on South Milton Road, open daily from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Come enjoy the aroma and taste of our homemade bread, pizzas, and much more. Sit outside on our patio for a relaxing afternoon beverage.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Aww. You should pick that up.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Tonight's NAZ Today weather is brought to you in part by Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac in Flagstaff.
All right, pretty good stuff. The weather, that is, still kicking around in shorts and flip-flops here in early October. I don't think a lot of people are complaining about that. 66 degrees our high today, 34 degrees our early morning low. Very seasonable day. If we compare where we checked in with the averages, we're right around the average for this time of year. Record high 82 set back in 1991. Record low 18 degrees set back in 1971. We haven't seen any temperatures quite that cold, but we do have some freezing temperatures in the forecast. We have some change talk about. Another fall storm of change is headed our way. We've been looking at it on the Pacific satellite all week. High pressure in place here across the southwest United States. Not a cloud in the sky for us here in Arizona. A bit of high clouds moving through the Great Basin here. But the storm system that we're keeping our eye on is moving into the Pacific Northwest. You may notice this area of circulation. That's the low pressure center. There's a cold front also associated with it that is not showing up that well. That'll all begin to approach Arizona as we make our way through the day tomorrow. We're still well out ahead of the cold front, so temperatures very similar to today. What we're going to feel tomorrow with the approach of the cold front is, you guessed it, it's going to turn windy out there tomorrow as the cold front starts to move our way. We'll see the winds out of the west-southwest, and they're going to increase throughout the day. The morning's not going to be all that windy, but by the time we get into the afternoon, we're going to start seeing winds gusting around 40 miles per hour across all of northern and central Arizona. The cold front will be just on our doorstep as we get into tomorrow evening. It crosses into the state to overnight tomorrow into Friday morning. Much chillier behind the front on Friday, and we'll continue with windy weather as the storm system moves through on Friday. A dry system. We're not expecting any precipitation, hardly nearly a cloud out there with this storm. It's just going to be wind and much chillier on Friday. Chilly weather continues into the early portion of the weekend on Saturday, although wind will not be a factor. By Sunday, though, temperatures jump way back up, and we're right around where we are out there today. Gorgeous weather late weekend into early next week. Currently outside, 60 degrees, clear skies, a little bit on the breezy side, southwest at 9 miles per hour. And we'll continue with a breezy night overnight tonight as this storm system begins to move into the region. So therefore, we're forecasting a little bit more mild early morning low at 37 degrees. Tomorrow's forecast, as we just talked about, windy day, 65 degrees, and the winds will be increasing throughout the day. Okay, here's a look at the statewide temperatures, and everybody can expect a pretty windy day. Not quite as windy as you get into the southern portion of the state. 80 degrees in Sedona for your Thursday. Tuba City 77, Page 80 degrees, very windy out as you get into the Navajo Nation, Navajo County, and some of the more lower lying areas in the Little Colorado River Valley. Here's our extended forecast for us here in Flagstaff. Windy the next couple days, much colder and windy, so a blustery day is in the forecast out there on Friday with a high of only 57 degrees. And then we get those cold early morning temperatures here as we get behind the front as well. Some freezing temperatures on Saturday morning and also on Sunday morning, but notice how warm the daytimes get late in the weekend. We go into the weekend still a little cool at 60 degrees on Saturday, but at least we'll be without the wind.
Right, Willie, thank you for that. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little bit excited for this fall weather to come up. It's a lot different than where I spent the summer in Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the fall weather myself.
Right. So, Alex, what's coming up in the sports?
Well, I mean, a lot of high school volleyball, some awards for NAU athletics. I'll tell you all about it coming up.
Changing your oil and filter offers many benefits to prolong the life of your vehicle. Regularly changing the oil in your car can significantly give your car a longer life. Another benefit of an oil change is gaining fuel mileage. When changing your oil and filter, not only will you be a safer driver, but you will also have the advantage of an improved insurance rate.
This week's car tip was brought to you by Terry Markson Chevrolet Cadillac, located on Highway 66.
For over 20 years and with more than 65,000 success stories, Coconino Community College's commitment to the educational pipeline is vital to your future.
My name is Sheila Hollowhorn. I study mechanical engineering and train as a U.S. Air Force pilot and officer in the CCC to NAU program, which helps students like me transition from the community college to NAU. Upon completion, I'll be giving back by defending our country, and that's why I support CCC.
With your support, Coconino Community College will remain efficient, effective,
Earlier in the show, we saw Kyle talk to Tom Leander and Stephen Hunter about the economic effects of the Suns coming up to Flagstaff. This morning, we got Stephen Hunter's take about how the team is looking before their preseason.
We're looking good. We have a good team. Young team. Obviously, we're rebuilding. But I promise you one thing, we're going to be fun to watch. Got a lot of good young talent, and we got some promising, I would say veterans, young veterans on the team. So we're going to be fun to watch, and just come out and support us and be with us through this journey of rebuilding, because one day we're going to be back on top again. We're going to win that championship.
Well, it was a great night of high school volleyball last night, and we're going to kick it off with last year's state champions, the Flagstaff Eagles. The Eagles swept the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets 3-0. Courtney LaFell has been dominating as she had 15 kills and 22 digs. Randy Powers added in 19 kills for the Eagles, and Emma Rogers was dropping dimes left and right as she totaled 42 assists. The Eagles won their 15th game of the season and host Snowflake tomorrow night. And the Coconino Panthers had a great night on the court as well as they swept the Moon Valley Rockets. Marissa Hoffman had 17 kills for the Panthers. Kirsten Fowler had 14 kills and had a block party, having 10 blocks on the night. Coconino has won their 21st game on the year and host Fountain Hills tomorrow. And wrapping up high school, the Northland Prep Spartans swept the Seligman Antelopes at home last night. Scotty Manson, Haley Phoenix, and Kaylee Nation had 7 kills, while Manson also recorded 6 aces. The Spartans didn't allow double-digit points from the Antelopes in any of the 3 sets. Northland Prep will host Scottsdale Christian Academy tomorrow. And moving outside, the NAU cross-country team had both of the athletes of the week for the Big Sky. On the men's side, sophomore Futsum Ziana Selassie earned Athlete of the Week as he ran the 8K in 24 minutes and 30 seconds at the Cowboy Jamboree this weekend. On the women's side, sophomore Melanie Townsend ran the 5K in 17 minutes and 47 seconds to earn Athlete of the Week. And onto the gridiron after a statement win against the Montana Grizzlies this past Saturday. The NAU Lumberjacks football team have moved up in the FCS coaches poll to number 17 in the nation. On top of it, senior linebacker Ryan Reardon was named the FCS National Defensive Performer of the Week and National Linebacker of the Week. Reardon had 4 tackles, 1 for a loss, and a fumble recovery for the Lumberjacks that was taken 98 yards to the house for a touchdown. The Jacks defense has scored 5 touchdowns in the past 3 games. Well, it's October and baseball playoffs are in full swing as last night the Pittsburgh Pirates hosted the Cincinnati Reds in the NL wildcard game. Bottom of the second, Cueto pitching for the Reds, and Pirates' Marlon Byrd cracks this one into left field for a home run. Pirates up 1-0 early. A couple batters later, Russell Martin smacks a home run into left field, and all of a sudden it's 2-0 in favor of the Pirates, and this place just goes crazy. Bottom of the 7th, Martin back again, and he loves that left field as he crushes his second homer of the game. Pirates extend their lead to 6-1. And then then top of the 9, Jason Grilly in to close, and he gets to celebrate with his team as the last Reds batter grounds out, and that's going to be your final. Pirates win 6-2 and win their first playoff game in 21 years. They will take on the St. Louis Cardinals in the divisional series tomorrow.
Well, pretty good for the Lumberjack football team.
Yeah.
Well, earning lots of awards this week, all Lumberjack players, but hey, we got some gorillas to take home.
No, they're so cute. Well, we'll be right back.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
All right, welcome back. Windy day developing out there tomorrow. 65 degrees, much colder behind the front on Friday, and there's not a lot with this front other than just wind. 57 degrees, continued windy on Friday. Much less wind and still cool Saturday. Much warmer late weekend, early next week.
We need a jacket this weekend.
Yes, I think you would.
All right, well, the leaves are changing.
Right, and headed into this fall season tonight, we're going to go ahead and leave you with some footage of the forests of northern Arizona. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Have a good night.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Look at me. Hey.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today.